How much does it cost to get a business license? I'm going to talk you through today 5 easy steps to get that done, and more importantly, some just strategy and information so you can decide, do you even need one? So specifically, I'm going to talk about 3 different things. What is a business license and do you need one? Number 2, I'm going to talk about the types of business licenses. There's quite a few. And then number 3, I'm going to talk about the 5 easy steps for you to get one and how do you get one really quick. So I'm actually going to do a little textbook, which is really different on my YouTube channel than I normally do. But a business license in broad terms is a license or permit requiring you to operate your business or provide services in a specific location. Now, I know from a lot of experience that whether you need a business license is jurisdictional. So you can be in a city, you can be in a borough, you can be in a county. It depends on whether they make you do it or not. I've been places where absolutely didn't even care. I operated businesses out of my home. No business license or permits were even necessary. Totally different construction businesses. It's necessary. I'm in the marijuana business, completely necessary, down to every sub. So you don't want to miss this one. The fines can be upward of 100, 150% of what the fee is to pay it. How do I know from that? I know from experience, unfortunately. So it is really important. The other thing, the distinction that a business license is not an LLC. So again, I'm a huge proponent, no sole proprietors. You're an LLC, you're an S Corp, you're a C Corp, you're an entity, and that entity gets the license or the permit. How do you know which one? Go to your county clerk. Go to your county office and ask them. Those of you that are working at home, make sure that you go to your homeowners association. You'll be shocked how many neighbors are going to complain if all of a sudden you have clients driving up to your home. And it's supposed to be a residential area, not a commercial area. All these things matter, and it really matters where you live. I lived in Lake Tahoe for years and years and years and years. There was no homeowners association where I was, but there was what's called the TRPA, right, which was the Tahoe Regional Planning Association. And they were really strict about parking, moving a tree, moving a rock. You couldn't do anything. So business license and permits are critical. Your fines, you only have to do it once. You only not have one once, I promise you, and you will figure this stuff out. So just head to your county clerk and ask the question. Get it in writing if they tell you no. Again, I learned that lesson too. And this is exciting. Now let's go to the types of licenses. And I'm actually going to read this because there's just so many. And depending on what you do, you just got to ask. So there are business operating licenses, right? So if you're a GC, those are sort of obvious. You're going to have an operating license to do it. If you have any commercial space, like we have commercial offices where our business goes to work, we have employees go to work, we need a business license to operate there. And a lot of times your insurance is going to require not only your LLC paperwork, but your business license paperwork and to have all of that. Do you need a seller's permit, right? Are you selling something? Do you need a DBA or fictitious name agreement? Do you need any just special permits? And the more unique what you sell is, i.e. marijuana, the more specific your permits and licensing have to be. Again, industry licenses, right? And now we're not talking memberships and associations. We're talking licenses, like lawyers have licenses, CPAs have licenses. So there's a lot of professionals that have licenses that you need to maintain at a state and federal level. So again, federal licenses, state licenses, local licenses, all of those depends on your industry, depends on your jurisdiction. And honestly, I've been in counties where it depends on the county's supervision and how much they mandate it. So it's really get to know your county, get to know those commissioners, get to know how they operate. It will make your life easier, I promise you. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I have a whole team who answers phone calls, answers the comments. And at the end of our conversation today in this video, I'm going to give you a link to be able to talk to somebody on my team about this specifically. Now let's go to the 5 steps. What does it take to get these licenses or permits set up? So again, number 1, you got to form your business entity. And I would never be a sole proprietor. I cannot, you're going to hear that on every channel. If you really need more information, go up to my search bar in this channel and search for why I need an LLC, the tax advantages of having one. Do I need a corporation? The difference between an LLC, C Corp. I got tons and tons of content about this. I'm so passionate about it because it's how you own nothing and control it all. And you can only take advantage of the tax code this way. You have to apply for an employee and a tax identification number. The thing also, when you do that, you can apply for corporate credit. And if you're new to this space and new to your first company, highly encourage you to go for the corporate credit. Yes, yes, it's a whole process. We actually, again, when you talk to the person on our team, we can tell you how to go and navigate. We have one person who does brilliant corporate credit and can help you get your Social Security number off your personal guarantees and the first credit cards that you're first going to get from your companies. So you form your company, you get your EIN, your tax ID number, and then again, go down to the county clerk. What licenses do you need? Do you need one, whether you're at home, if you've rented space? Does your insurance company need one? Because you're going to bump into this having to be, sent out to different people. As far as applying for one, again, go to the county clerk. It's usually a quick one-page application. Sometimes they want to verify income, so your CPA or your tax strategist might have to put a supporting letter next to it. And make sure you put a renewal. So here is a strategy and a technique that I use. I use my calendar for any renewals, because a lot of times if you go past a renewal, you're going to end up with fines. So put it in your calendar 90 days before it expires, have it prompt you again at 60 days, 30 days, and organize your renewals. And while we're on licenses, again, you've got to keep your corporate entity annually up to date. You might as anything that you need up to date, use a calendar, have it prompt you. But I can tell you, letting things go into default could cost you just as much, if not more, to set it up. So if you're enjoying this conversation, I want you to go to the link below. It's going to take you to a financial personality quiz. You're going to be one of 4 people to us, and it'll be followed by an application. We're going to send that application to one of my senior team members. They're going to call you, have a private conversation about this and any other things that you've heard on my channel that you have questions about. I'll talk to you tomorrow.